This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Currency Trading Frank. It's approximately 8:43 p.m. We had some technical issues with setting the webinar up, but that's me. Welcome. It is day after Thanksgiving. As I'm speaking to you, I'm going to be putting out the charts. Markets are going frigging nuts. Exactly what I told you. And we shall cover, full disclosure is purely for financial education, not for any solicitation or advice. Ooh, look at my charts. Holy shit. And please mute your microphones. So please mute your mics so we don't get like quick feedback. And we have a great number of people here. Holy shit. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. I'm a lonely guy, man. So seeing all these people here is almost like being at a bar, having a couple of drinks, except one of our new members, Miro. Miro.
Yes.
Yes. He's a non-drinker. I love that. Okay. I love that. My wife would actually love it too. Okay. Let me put one line down. This session is our weekend webinar, delayed by 2 days. Hope all of you had a great Valentine's, and I didn't have a good one. Won't tell you why. Okay, let's see here. Boom. And what's the markets doing? Boom. That's it. Okay. So I don't want to. It's big time boom. Okay. Doesn't mean every stock's gonna go up, but it means we are a-okay. So I want to start off this conversation with some responses, because I hear like feedback, which means good stuff. That means people have their mics and stuff. I'm going to start off with, hi, Kevin. How are you? Kevin, are you new? Kevin H. Okay. And anyone who doesn't have a mic, they can always. This is loud. Okay, somebody put the mic down. Kevin H. If you don't have a mic, just type in the GoToWebinar so I can see you in chat. Okay. So we have Kevin. We have Jesus. Jesus was our savior. Jesus, can you hear me? I do want to connect with people before I start. Okay. Mike Carrington, my mentor, he's fine. Miro, you're connected?
Yes.
Thank you. I love it, man. It's so loud. I love it. ML, are you connected?
Yes.
And ML, what's your member? Who are you?
Mike Lucas.
Oh, Mike Lucas, man. He's my alter ego, you know. Just kidding around. I have Nandu. I know he spoke. Paul, you connected?
Here, Frank.
Yes. Redline, you connected?
That's correct.
And the last one is Ryan Wilson. Love the name. It's like a.
How you doing, Frank?
I am doing fine. And who are you, sir?
New member trial. I saw the tweet.
Don't do freaking trials. Just sign up, man.
To sign up? All right.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding around. Okay. All right. Let's start. Great people. My energy comes from people who are here. I'm a real guy. Sometimes like my mentor, Mike Harrington likes to tell me, Frank, cool down. Like, okay, fine. Okay, that's fine. All right. This is the frigging market right there in front of you. All right. This is the frigging market. Technical patterns, I'm going to explain it in a minute. What's happening? Futures are up. E-mini futures are up. Whoa! 27 handles. NASDAQ futures are up. Whoa! 95 handles. Oh my God. Apple's dying. Nvidia's dying. Everyone sucks. Frigging impeachment stuff going on. That's politics. That's politics. Politics does not make markets. What does the rest of your trading crowd tell you? And all the other services you follow. It's all over. It's all over. They're all fucking bearish. Well, you know what I say? Screw them. Right? I'm not saying the markets are a one-way way up. I am saying we are going to go to 39.20. And where are we right now? We're at 39.50. Oh shit! We actually went beyond 39.20. Wow. You know what I love about doing the webinars with all of you folks? I actually get to see what I predict. This is not funny. And certain stocks are going to go a lot higher. With the NQ, the NASDAQ futures up 94 points. The highest of all the indices right now in the globalist market. That's telling me Nvidia this week, Square, which has been a great winner for us overall. And the technology aspect of the American US markets are going to be beautiful because that is our growth driver. What makes America great? MAGA. What makes MAGA great? A bunch of fucking idiots? I wasn't happy with what happened on January 6th. I don't care what your politics are. I'm a hardcore Republican. I loved Trump when he was normal. I hated Trump when he was an idiot. And he turned into an idiot. He did. And do I know Trump? I should. I'm a New Yorker. I know his CFO. I have his number on my old BlackBerry. Okay? So don't fucking come and tell me that I don't know US politics. I have to say it because I am mad. Do I love Biden? No, I don't. Do I think he's an asshole? No, not really. Okay? And if you guys are some of you guys freaking racist because Kamala Harris is an Indian, Asian. She's actually Indian, okay? And Indians are smart. You know why? They run half of Silicon Valley. So I don't give a crap about racial politics, pulling the racial card, the race card, and all that crap. I'm just being very open tonight, okay? This is your Valentine speech from Clueless A Training. America runs on business. We make some compromises with China, who are our biggest competitors, not enemies. Okay? Every single one of our companies. And Paul knows that. We have had I talk to Paul every other night. He's a hardcore Republican, just like me. We need to make some peace, some sort of rapprochement, the French word. Go Google it. All right? With China, the fastest growing economy in the world. So we get rich. You think a guy with a fucking tattoo on his chest is going to make America great again? Exactly. So I said, fuck that shit. What makes America great again is make hashtag America, make hashtag MASA. Make America smart again. We don't care about people's colors, creeds, whatever. We care about brains. Brains. I could shut the frigging webinar down right now. We care about brains. We care about people with smarts. So any of you who are entering my service right now, while you look at this, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to be setting up charts as I speak. Okay, remember one thing. We don't care about politics. Because I put out a chart out there last week. Since Obama, since Bush, since Trump, and the markets kept on going higher. Oh, I just actually got it. Jeez, my brains are actually in one place tonight. I didn't have a good Valentine's, by the way. Okay, I didn't. And people who know me, I'll tell them, I'm sad right now. Not in the markets, because I'm trying to help you all, folks who think that listening to QAnon. Oh, trust me. I am connected to Parler. I'm connected to every hardcore conspiracy theory ever. I have every single app on my iPhones. So, this is Obama, 2008, 2009. Oh, shit. Big freaking crash. Can somebody tell me why this thing happened? Sorry, one second. Drawing tool. I'm going to keep this session very short, actually. And then we'll just answer all your questions. Why did this happen between mid-2007 till March 9th, 2009? Why do I know the date? Because I was sitting in my freaking desk on Wall Street saying, wow, everybody's selling out of Microsoft, Google, all my great clients, institutional clients. You're talking big freaking numbers, 50,000 shares a pop. They're all idiots. Why did this thing happen? Can somebody tell me? Miro. Why? I'm picking on Miro. I love him. And Miro, by the way, is a great Spanish artist, but his actual name is Mike. Not the artist, but my new member. Why did this huge crash happen, which was called the Second Great Depression, that ended on March 9th at 666, almost the devil's number on the S&P? Why?
Was that the housing crash?
Yes, exactly. Who said that?
Miro.
Okay, somebody else? Do you know that? It wasn't stock markets. It was the housing, and what was the other word?
Devil?
What? No, say it, man. I'm not being Chef Ramsay tonight, like Paul says, okay?
Oh, you said it was the devil.
Yeah, the devil's number, 666, where we ended, actually. It was the housing mortgage crash, okay? And who created that? Partly Wall Street, and partly because every one of, can I say these words on my own service? Motherfuckers, all right? Took every single guy making nothing, $10, $15, $20,000 a year, working hard to give them a mortgage for 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Okay, it was a mortgage crisis, and it is almost kind of similar right now, but not quite. Thank God for Fed Chairman Powell to keeping the economy alive. The man that got pissed on by Donald, and I used to scream on it on my webinars. Remember Donald used to call Powell a jerk? Exactly. All right. It's all over. So what happened? Obama came right after Bush. They said, oh, he's going to crash the economy. Did he? I don't think so. Did we have corrections? Of course. You have to look at history to understand, to become a good trader, to become a smart trader. Okay? So let me move on. So Obama won 2 terms, right? I keep forgetting that. He won 2 terms. And then Trump comes here. Hardcore New Yorker, talking like big talk. His first speech was like, we're in a dark environment. I was like, what the fuck is that speech about? I like Trump. Why? Because he made peace with the freaking Arabs. All right? He's smart. But the problem is, and I'm only going to say this once because I'm going to get into trouble, is he owes billions and billions of dollars to the Arabs, to the Russians, and to the Turkish. And I know it. You guys might have no frigging clue. He owns billions and billions of dollars to the Arabs, to the Turks, okay, and the Russians. That's the reason why, and not the Arabs, the Saudi Arabian guys. And I have no hatred for any culture. 9/11, I died. They all came from Saudi Arabia. 3 of my friends died. I saw the towers crash. I was there. Down on Wall Street. You know my emotions? Exactly. That's when I get emotional. Donald owes shitloads of money to them. That's the reason why he's wrong. And the other thing he's wrong about? The fucking assholes who are hardcore racists. The rest of his governmental and his power that he was in power is A-okay. He's the greatest business friendly guy ever. Not his own business. I think his own business personally sucks. Because when I was on Wall Street, my clients lost 130 million bucks on his Atlantic City casinos. So if you want to know clue to say trading, exactly. I know the whole freaking story. All right? But he is great for American business as long as he frigging calms down. Maybe you should have a fucking drink. All right? And stop dancing with the Saudi Arabian monsters. Some of you are like, oh, what the hell are you talking about? You're supposed to talk about stocks. I will talk about stocks, and I'll make you guys rich if you follow my ideas. Exactly. Now, is Biden a godsend? No. But I think he's going to be okay because he's bed with Wall Street. And Wall Street and American business did not like Trump in the last couple of months of his career. And me, I am all about business. American business is what makes America great again. Make America smart again. The smartest people in my book are American business. Okay, let's go. So President Trump comes here. Markets fall like 1,000 points. And look what he did. Beautiful. 2019. And crash! Too many tweets. Too many stupid China wars. Some of you might be Chinese. Some of you might have Chinese wives. Some of you might like Chinese food. I love Chinese food. Spicy ones, actually. Okay? You don't fuck around with a nation who are the fastest growing nation beyond us. They came out of COVID-19 and their GDP and their economic and their inflation numbers are far, far higher than ours. Exactly. And if you are that offended with me right now, please leave. This is an epic webinar. Yes. Then we go up and we traded all these moves, by the way. Boom, crash. These are big flash crashes. 2,000 points, 1,000 points. Then we just go up and then we crash. I mean, we really crash. Want to know the reasons? Listen to my webinars. It's on Clueless Trading YouTube. That was horrendous. This was COVID-19. It was not President Trump's fault. That was the COVID-19 frigging crash. And guess what the crash did? Hello. If you're going to enter Clueless Trading as a tactical trader, all of you fine gentlemen and women, okay, you have to follow the charts. These charts are drawn before the fact, not after the fact. We're not talking stock twits, guys. We're not talking all the great other services you follow and very smart people. We're talking a simple, stupid, clueless guy who just draws some amazing technical charts, which actually work. And they work. 2009. Look at this beautiful line. Follow it. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Focus. And guess what the markets did? Touch the bottom of the massive, massive multi-year macro channel. Erase all drawings. Look what it did. Is this frigging a joke? I was talking to Mike, this evening. I told him what my biggest deficiency is. My biggest deficiency at Clueless Trading. Are you guys with me so far?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, don't call me sir. I'm not a English knight, okay? Even though I went to boarding school in England. Would you like me to talk English? Thank you. All right.
Where else did you live?
My biggest deficiency is that I don't have digital marketing. The shit that I produce and I show, and I'm not saying I'm right on every single thing, but I'm right on a lot of things, especially the big swing trades and the big swing markets, is I don't have digital marketing. Look at this frigging chart. This is a $1 billion chart on Goldman Sachs. And my wife still frigging screams at me like nuts. That's the reason why I had a bad Valentine, okay? She said, why didn't you frigging work on that firm? I worked for JP Morgan when I started. Oops, I never said that. When I first started, when I came from Boston, JP Morgan, and then 2 other firms, smaller firms after that. Yes, I'm an idiot. Look at these charts. It kissed the bottom of the chart, and then what happened? Bang, bang, bang. And who do we have to thank for this bang, 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 huge 4,000 point move? Who do we have to thank? Come on, somebody step up and tell me.
Powell.
Huh?
Jerome Powell.
Yeah, Colin Powell is the ultimate god. I know that. But what precedent do we have to thank for this phenomenal move? Focus and answer. Somebody, please be smart.
Trump, baby.
Gotta be Donald Trump.
Yes, Donald Trump. Exactly. Trump infused huge impetus into American business. Exactly. And then he started to frigging go nuts with the political bullshit. Exactly. Okay. Now, here comes Biden. I have 4 rescued dogs. They're beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I'm talking gorgeous. All right? They're all dying, and then we rescued them. And I still, twice a month, take my old truck and bring dogs from Brooklyn, New York, in the shelters to Jersey, the rich areas, and I drop them off at the vets. I do. And once a month lately, I used to do it twice a month, I go work with PTSD veterans. Okay? People who have fought our wars, kids who have fought our wars for no fucking reason, and then now they're smashed in the head. Why do you think I'm so nuts? Did I ever fight a war? No. Our kids are sent into wars many, many times for no reason. They come back fucked in the head. So I go there, I sit, I talk to them, and I say, listen, look at this chart. Believe me, I do. And they're like, they wake up. And some of them have become traders. That is what calls making America great again, not smashing Washington, D.C. and tattoos on your fucking ass. All right? Exactly. All right. So Biden comes to power. So I'm walking my dogs one day, 2 of them, and this Indian guy comes over, my neighbor, very smart guy, hardcore Trump supporter. I said, fine, I'm voting for him too. And he said, if Biden wins, the market is going to crash. Get out of the market. I said, when was the last time you made market? Did you buy when Trump won? He goes, yeah, well, kind of. I said, bullshit. You're a liar. I said, did you buy when Obama won? He said, no, Obama's socialist. Oh, yeah, he's a fucking socialist. That's why the markets went up like this, right? Exactly. So I said, he said, no, get out of the market. Biden wins. Kamala Harris is a devil. Like, she's a attorney general out of California. Market's going to crash. I said, do me a favor. Shut the fuck up and walk away from me right now. And he did. So who won? I did. Biden won. Paul, who is only in the same level as I am, on one of the webinars he mentioned that, not politics, markets, bomb. Wow. This is where we are right now? This is nuts. Oh, you can say, oh, they're putting stimulus. So when Obama and who was there at power at that time, Yellen too, they said stimulus, every single conservative, and I'm a Republican, I'm saying it, said, no, that's so bad for the deficit. Does anyone know what a difference between a deficit and a national debt is? What is a deficit, somebody? This is an intellectual webinar. What is a deficit, my friend? And if you don't know the answer, quickly Google and sound smart. What is a deficit? A U.S. national deficit.
Should we buy Tilray?
Stocks are coming. I asked you a question. What is a national deficit? Okay, no one knows the answer. I know why. Because American education never teaches economics. Exactly. All right? And I'm not going to explain it. You go figure out what the difference between a U.S. national deficit and a U.S. national debt is. All I know right now, should I buy Tilray? Why don't you smoke a blunt right now? Just kidding. All right. Bang! So my theory is that we will, if we follow the charts, we are going to go get close to around 4,200, 4,288. This is hardcore beautiful. Hardcore beautiful. All right? This is financial pornography at its best. Well, individual stocks will do what they do. Now, who asked if Tilray is going to do, if it's going to go higher? We made money on Tilray. We sold Tilray pretty much at the same time. I didn't short Tilray, which I should have. So who asked me about Tilray?
Me, should we buy the dip?
I'm sorry, who?
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. Well, look at Tilray chart. Don't forget, we were long GameStop at $8, $10. I could have made $930,000 if I followed my own shit. We made a decent, very decent sum of money running from 810 up to almost 40, 50. And then we shorted, which was a great trade, 670% on the options, but nothing like what I could have made. Now, is that my regret? Absolutely. But is that what is that my mania? Or what I thought the mania was going to be
Absolutely.
all about? Absolutely not. 930K, man. Dude, look at my chart from I'm trying to get this thing out of the way. On GameStop from way back. I'm telling people, buy GameStop. Buy GameStop. 3 billion is in there. Paul, you remember that? Redline, you remember that? Keep on buying that. And I have a couple of those already in the bag, which are going to go way higher. Way higher. If only you guys have the balls to hold it. Okay. So I showed you the monthly chart. Oh my God, this gives me a headache. This is unbelievable. And like that Indian guy with his dog said, "Oh no, sell everything, sell everything." I said, "Fuck you, man. Never invested in the markets, never bought the markets at the bottom, and telling me to sell everything. Kamala Harris is a devil. Biden is so stupid. Oh, okay. See you later, man. Thank God I'm not married to you." Okay, this is your daily chart. So I'm going to draw a couple of lines. Okay. One. And by the way, I'm not being racist by making like Indian accents, whatever. So I do apologize for that. I'm an equal opportunity racist. Like I've said in my previous webinars, I'm a New Yorker. We hate everybody and we love everybody. Okay? So that's the way you are. I don't care. I'm mixed breed. I won't tell you where I'm from. Okay? Some friends know. So we say, have a thick skin. So let's draw this. And let's draw the acceleration line right now. Oh, this is scary. And all I'm doing a perfect lines of these inflection points. Okay? And then another one. Format. No. Are you guys with me so far?
100%.
Yep.
Love it, man. Love it. That's great, man. I love company. That's great. The reason Crusade started, just so you all know, was back in 2000. I started in 2012, 11. After I left Wall Street, I worked for a hedge fund. And one of my buddies, Ira Berkovitz, if you friggin' listen to me, you fat fuck, give me a call sometime, all right? Such an idiot. Okay? She's like, go on this stock twits, like post some of your charts. They're so amazing. And I did. And I had like 8,000 members, 7,000. And they all said, listen, man, this, and we were like kicking the crap out of Priceline, Twitter, like all this stuff. And I said, I don't want to do the service. And my wife, like, literally kicked my butt. The ones who's giving me a hard time right now. Okay. And she said, do a service. So I did. Why do you think my website sucks that's bad? Because one of my traders out of Michigan just set up the website in 2 nights. I said, go, do it. I did it. And you know what happened? Freaking responsibility for all my members. But the best part is that I learned a lot just by interacting with them, just the fact that I have to explain all this crap 2 or 3 times a week. Exactly. I don't even post on StockTwist that much. 33,000 members almost. Right? Exactly. What is the see in that? Because the few things that I post work out beautiful. But I will never tell you I'm smart. I'll tell you I am hungry. And my charts work. So, I just drew you a beautiful weekly chart of the S&P 500. Where the hell do you think we're going? I think the hell we're going is 4,200. So, somebody who's good in half-ass math, okay, can you tell me, I'm actually got my $1 Dollar General calculator right here. 39.56, right? 39.56. And I'm going to say 4,200. 244 handles on the E-minis times average mean 7. 1,700 points on the Dow. Yeah, we can get there. You know, can somebody tell me by when? Not Paul. Paul knows the answer. Mr. Rajdeep, what a powerful Indian name. How are you, my friend? Rajdeep, can you hear us? Rajdeep. Raj means king, by the way. Okay, that's 1,700 points on the Dow. Don't industrial average that every mom and pop operates. That's when we get what we call extreme Elliott wave 5 enthusiasm. And you short the market. And where does the market come down to? Technical format right here, 3,900. Drops a few thousand, 1,200 points, and then continues higher as long as Sleepy Biden. By the way, I get really tired listening to his speeches. It's got good stuff to say, but so friggin' boring. I miss like Trump, like, you know, all his loose stock and screaming and shit, you know. Seriously, I do miss that. Right. And if Biden and the administration, he's got some very smart guys under him, by the way. I'll tell you that. I know Wall Street. I know America. Trust me. I know QAnon. So we'll slip and slide, maybe slide a little bit lower. But if he keeps on doing, if he does the right things, which means some rapprochement, the French word, some sort of diplomacy with China. So the chip companies and our greatest growth companies, NVIDIA, AMD, Apple, Skyworks, Lattice LRCX, Avago, Broadcom, then it is going to happen like this. Okay? The best is yet to come. But at this point, we are on our way to up here. Some people say, well, Frank, what do you think? What, do I look like I freaking control the market? No, my charts control the market. On the way up, it's going to be like this. Maybe it pulls back a little bit. But one way or the other, we go to 4,100, 4,200. And Tom Lee, the ultimate immigrant, Chinese, American, baller, fun strat, who has been dead right on the market year over year over year over year, will say that. Mike Wilson. What's he for? Merrill Lynch, whatever? Bearish, bearish. All of a sudden, he turns bullish last week. Yeah, we're going higher. Mike Lee is a guy with balls, cojones. He sticks to his prediction. And by the way, Paul, have we heard from our friend Kolanovich?
I haven't heard from him. I'll check his Twitter.
I know, check it. He's been quiet. That guy is ultimate quant mofo from Croatia, Serbia, where he's from. I love it.
Hey, Frank, he did actually say about 3 months ago he was looking at the VIX and he was going to get real bullish once it went below 20. So
right, I am not that bullish, but at the same time, there is a monumental movement going on because of things that I said. Now we're going to get into stocks. By the way, Mike Kolanovich, anytime that I post him, use your free brains that you have to read him, because I like to put certain comments on things. All right, so somebody, Mr. Ryan Wilson, right? You want to see Tillery?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, that's good. So Tillery, we made money on. I missed the last end of the run. So let's see what Tillery can go. In my opinion, in my stupid opinion, clueless aid opinion, Tillery is $100 stock. That's my opinion. Smart CEO, doesn't bullshit. When he comes on, he's soft-spoken, just talks. And somewhere along the line, the American legislation will approve pot, which I don't agree with. I think it's going to make traders nuts. I think it's going to create huge insurance costs because people are going to be smoking and driving. I don't smoke pot.
Do you smoke? Oh, you don't smoke? Okay.
I don't smoke. Okay. I smoke cigarettes, which are going to kill me faster than pot. Okay. So, and I smoke cigars. No, I think overall, this is my opinion. No one, it's not a moral opinion. You know, I'm not some hardcore, like, you know, religious person. In my opinion, legalizing pot is great for the economy, for state economies, because then you take all the taxes and all that stuff, all the billions and millions that are sitting in boxes that they can't put in the bank. Do you think it's great for the society? I don't think so. Everybody getting stoned, driving and trading is a great thing. Fine, I'm gonna get a heck of a
Hey,
lot more
Clueless.
members. Okay, I'm gonna get a
Hey,
lot of members.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I'm new to trading. I'm very young. Do you think this is a good time to get into trading?
Who are you?
Kevin.
Kevin, let me see. Kevin, how young are you? 10, 12, 16, what?
14.
Okay, 14's good, man. As long as you don't like frigging Jones out too much, you're gonna live long, right?
I hope so.
I know. Yes, you know what my answer is? That's a beautiful question, man. I love it. I love people like join us, like sign up right away. You have a great fucking future. How much money have you lost over the last 2 years?
I made some money on GameStop.
I didn't ask you that question. I asked you how much money have you lost in 2 years? Like, give me a range.
I lost about 3,000.
Oh, good. From the time that you're 14, which you're not, what are you in your 20s?
Me?
I'm sure about it.
I'm sorry, are you in your 20s?
Me?
Who's that beautiful voice behind you? Girlfriend or wife?
Oh, that's somebody else. I don't know.
Okay, fine. I love that voice, by the way. You're in your 20s. I mean, let's get serious. You're in 20s. You're not 14, right? At 14, I'll kick you out right now because I don't want 14-year-olds on my service. But you're in your 20s?
Yeah, I'm 22. It was just a hypothetical.
I know, that's fine. My son's 23. He hates trading. He designs cars. He makes 6 figures at 22, going 23. Than you would have guys ever know. And I won't give you his Instagram because he's nuts. Okay? I mean, he's so very, very private. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my point. It answers a direct question to you. You will make more money than you ever imagine if you start off. And 3,000 loss is nothing. Nothing. I know it might
Yeah.
mean big for you at the time that you started. It means nothing. I have lost more money in the 90s and the early 2000s. Well, not the 90s, but the early 2000s than some of you could ever make in a long time. And I'm still here. I've made 6 times more back. So here's my simple suggestion. I don't advise, okay?
Okay.
You have more of a frigging future than most advanced traders on my service. Only if you start to learn the market the right way. The market is not just by looking at prices going up and down. The market is about what I'm going to show you with my charts. So sign up on my service and start looking through my Twitter feed. By the way, how did you land up on this webinar tonight?
I got a invite from one of your members that's doing the free trial. So I'm just checking you out.
I love it. I love it, man. That's great. And who was that? Because I'd like to say thank you to him.
It was Miro.
Who?
Miro?
Miro?
Yeah.
Miro's not a free trial. He's a member. I had
Mike.
the best conversation. Mike, yeah, Mike. You know, I had the best
Yeah.
conversation with him sitting on my patio, freezing my fingers off. Great guy, great guy. Okay, so what we try to do, this is very important for everybody who's listening. All right, there's a lot of stuff going to happen here. Big time volume selling, Reddit traders getting out, like, oh my God, momentum falling, like, look at that, like, you know, it's crashing. And MACD basically saying, you know what? We're fine. We're going to bounce. And we're going to bounce very soon. That's what the MACD's saying. The McClellan oscillator, this is advanced technical stuff, by the way, just so you know. This is, and I'm just looking at it, okay? Just the way a guy with a Ferrari looks at his tire and says, is that really burnt out? No, not really. Exactly. These are Ferrari charts, all right? So this one's saying like, okay, no problem. This one's saying short-term momentum down a little bit more. This one is the Reddit and the freaky traders who never bought the stock all the way down. And we didn't buy the stock at 5. We bought the stock at 22, 23, and we rode it up all the way to 40. It's all on my Twitter feed. Big time selling. That's called panic. And what do we like about panic?
By the dip.
Yeah, by the technical dip. Exactly, my friend. We love panic. What is panic? Panic is when, I'll give you an intellectual example. In 1967, Egypt invaded Israel because of the frigging, war, whatever. The Israelis came back so fucking hard. It's on Netflix, by the way. Watch it, right? That the Egyptian soldiers, and they were tough, left their boots in the desert and ran. Exactly. All right? So give me a political example. A little heavy, I know, for some people. But this is panic. And I love panic. I want these to start going down a little bit. So on that note, let's do a quick dissection of what this stock can do. 2525 is this beautiful blue line drawn before the fact, not after the fact, ladies and gentlemen, and hold me to it. Hold me to it. We rode the wave. Shit. Okay, I'm just going to use the mouse. Okay, we rode the wave from not 15 and stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. Like from around 21 all the way up to 35 and possibly 36, 37, all posted. And then bang! And you know what I said to myself the next morning? Oh, you idiot! Why didn't I hold a few shares and a few options? We didn't know. We didn't know. That's called a shooting star. Right there. That's called a shooting star. Are you guys with me so far? Am I connected?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're with
with
you.
you. We're
Okay,
following.
good.
We're
Good.
here,
The
boss.
end.
And Rajdeep, are you listening, Mr. King? Rajdeep won't talk to me. Okay. He's Raj King and he's deep. I love it. All right. So shooting star. Boom. Big crash. Big thing. So I would say the buying points where I'll be looking at this stock starting tomorrow is the 20-day moving average around 2503. Best case scenario, the 34-day moving average. Now, can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me? Where's my drawing tool on this thing? Hold on one second. I need to get some better software, man. Can somebody tell me what is so, important about these lines? Doesn't matter what the analysts say, the analysts, right? It's what we are looking at. Okay, drawing tool. Come on. Okay, I need to see, it's a kind of a quiz, but I need to measure your visuals. Remember, trading charts is about visual trading. All right? Visual trading, ladies and gentlemen. What is so important about these lines? This is the 50-day moving average. This is the 34-day moving average. This is the 20-day moving average. The yellow line is the 5-day moving average, which is the fast traders moving average. Obviously, we are broken below that. So what is so important? Edit properties, 1 second. And I am going to ask you this question to everybody. I want you guys to trade on your own. 1 second. Let me just set it up. Okay, I'm going to make this easier on your eyes. More. Good. Made it easier on your eyes. Color. More. Okay. Shooting star, forget all this shit. What is the commonality between the 50-day moving average, 34, and the 20? I'm going to start off one person at a time. John. John, can I ask you a question? Can you hear me?
No. What was that?
Are you stoned?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. Then I'll let you pass, man. All right. Kevin? Kevin?
Yes.
Okay. What is the first visual that you see with your open eyes that God has given you between this red line, the yellow line, and the blue line?
I'm not sure.
Are you stoned too?
No.
Okay, good. Maybe you should. Okay. Which way are they heading?
We're all going up, Frank.
Up.
Okay, let me move on to the next person. Mike Harrington is enjoying this conversation. Miro, which way are these lines heading?
Upward.
ML, who's ML? Merrill Lynch, ML. Oh, I got a lot of like people like saying Bob from South Central, Raj the King. Yeah. Oh, okay, Raj. Can we get a chart on SPSW? I'm getting a lot of questions on this stuff, but I didn't see when people were asking questions. Bob from Central says Pornhub, Mia Khalifa. What are you, some Palestinian Arab? Like, I'm gonna kick this fucker out. Hold on one second. She said Mia Khalifa. Yeah, she's great. She's Arab. She pissed her parents off. She went porn. So what? You think I don't know that shit? Shit sucking idiots. Sucking idiots. You know, you think they're talking to some guy like, who said that? I love these like assholes like coming from nowhere. Bob from South Central. How do I block him? Oh, I got it. Dismiss Bob from South Central. I'll give you South Central. I'll shoot you through the head. Fucking idiots. I'm getting spammed. I must be getting famous, right? What the fuck? All right. How the frick did these guys get in here? Okay, I kicked him out. I think I'm good. It's Mia Khalifa. Like, Jesus Christ. She wears glasses and
That car can't drive with weed in that car, man.
all
You
right.
got bud?
Huh?
You don't got bud?
I had.
All right, guys, listen.
I thought you were joining a cipher with you bringing bud. I can't. What you mean? I don't have that much. That's my like my to go home shit.
Who's that who's talking?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
LIT from the hood. I think, is that Bob? All right. Anybody from the hood? They're out. Okay, so bottom line is very simple. You want to buy this baby? I'm going to look for price action and see whether or not we get more of these capitulation. These are capitulation volume candles. Internals are saying that the big money is still kind of holding. So I would be a buyer on Tilray, which I think is one of the finest Canadian companies out there. Very, very well thing. Somewhere between 19.50 and I would say $25. In the meantime, we have an uptrend line engagement here at 28. Do not be surprised if you want to be a fast trader to trade this stock from 28 to 35 within the next 48 hours.
Thank you.
Yep, that would be my thing. So let me show you one of the stocks that I like a lot. Did some homework on it, and we actually are making a lot of money on that. Okay, called SOS. It's a Chinese ADR, big bit mining company. Bitcoin's going nuts. But let me ask you a question. You guys are all that friggin' rich that you can buy one Bitcoin at $49,000? Just asking. Yeah. You guys like all ballers are like, I can buy an option at $8, but I can buy one Bitcoin at $49,000. Yes. I'm just asking, just trying to get a feel back. Anybody? Guys, can you hear me? Miro, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we
Okay,
can.
just ask the question. How rich are you guys that you can say, I can buy one Bitcoin at $49,000 because I think it's going to $60,000? I'm just asking. You
I think
guys,
I
people
think
were
it could go
you guys
100,000.
that FU rich? That
No, no, sir.
on
I'm
one
buying
position.
Dogecoin.
Exactly. Dogecoin. More importantly, Doge is a joke because of Elon. The real one to buy Ethereum. That one of our best traders, Dominic. I'm going to say his last name. One of my oldest friends. But okay, at $600 or $700, it's at 1,700. Ethereum, ETH. Okay, ETC, ETH. I'm not I'm not a player on the crypto side. I'm a player on the people who make crypto great, which is stocks like this: SOS, MARA, MARA, Riot, BTBT. Okay, Square, which is the ultimate winner in the game. MSTR, which I should have put money in. The stock is up $1,000 from the time that I mentioned on the webinar. MSTR, MicroStrategy. As long as Bitcoin goes up. So yeah, let's face facts. Everybody's like Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Oh yeah, you're freaking ballers. You can buy a couple of options on a couple of my trades at $8, which goes to 17, 18, 19, 20. But you have enough money to buy one Bitcoin at $39,000. Bullshit. You don't. And neither do I, because I need to diversify my positions. Of course I can put money in Bitcoin. I put my son's account in Bitcoin 3 years ago when it was 8,000 or something like that. Has the kid called and thanked me? No. Am I mad at him? No. Okay? From 8,000 to 49,000.
Are you really not mad at him?
Huh?
Are you really not mad at him for saying
No,
thank you?
not really. Not really. Because you know what? He's 22 going 23. Got a great successful business. He's a great smart guy. I love him. And one day he'll realize. That's why I'm not mad at him. You have to always take the high road, not the low road. If I was mad at him, what do you say? Dad. Yeah, exactly. No, that's why I'm not mad at him. I want him to realize on his own. Am I pissed at him deep down in my heart? Yeah. That he didn't even say thank you. Yes, you're right. Okay. But then life is not about thank yous. What do traders do on my service? Frank, I love you. Look at the feedbacks, on my Twitter feed. Like, I got great guys, and the gals. Like, oh my God, thank you so much. But then I see a few cancellations here and there. You know what they're saying? What have you done for me lately? Exactly. So I'm telling you what I can do for you lately, all right? So this is one of the babies I like a lot. But that's a good question, man. I'm going to do a Fibonacci retracement right in front of you. It's called Magic. Okay. So the Fib retrace on this baby, company's real, 15,000 15,000 machines coming in. Remember, Bitcoin's printed on hardcore machines. Fibonacci retracement. I would call this a breakout. Put it there. 1182 to 12. You'll get that very soon. Buy the common, buy the options, which I told you guys to buy it, which are already up a lot. And left. And somebody says, well, I'm not happy with 12. What the hell? I'll give you more. I'll give you the next Fibonacci retracement, 1879. Called it 20. Thank me when we get there. Unless Bitcoin collapses, which it is not going to, because Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan now are expressing interest as of this weekend into Bitcoin, which no one even knows what it is. None of you know what Bitcoin is, but everyone loves the sexy story. It is real. So this baby, from a technical standpoint, 12, make a lot of money, baby. Told you guys to buy it at $4.50, right around here. Okay. And best case scenario is 20. But Reddit boys are in it. I track the Reddit channels. I'm in there. Okay. And you know what Reddit did to GME and many other stocks. They're in it. They love it. Let them get into it, baby. Even StockTwits people are in it. Next stock, please. Paul, tell me what you want to see.
Is Amazon finally going to break out this week, Frank?
I have no freaking idea. I'm between you and me not interested in Amazon whatsoever right now. No. In my opinion, no. Can you trade it? Of course. Of course. You can trade this baby for 20, 30 points, but even the 1 hour is, you see, here's the reason why, Paul. I'll tell you why. Big caps are not in favor. Wall Street and the idiots who run Wall Street, well, many idiots, are not, they want the sexy stocks. They want the cryptos. They want some of the biotechs. They want some of the small caps. And that's the reason why Amazon and the big caps like Apple are not Nvidia. That's got juice. Okay? Not Square. That's got juice. But the rest of them are floundering. So sitting here over analyzing this stock and saying, oh, when is Amazon going to go up? Jeff Bezos has nothing sexy to deliver right now. And the charts are showing that. Even an overbought condition on the 1 hour, on the daily. Look at that. Technically speaking, blah. What is Amazon going to do? Okay, here's the sexy part of Amazon going to do. Okay, aside from Paul, Nandu, and Miro. And what can Amazon do to spice up their stock? What can Amazon do to spice up their stock?
Except Bitcoin.
Yeah, you're right. Amazon. If Bezos wakes up tomorrow morning, instead of being in bed with, what's his new girlfriend's name? The Spanish lady?
Lisa Guerrero.
Yeah, the one with the blubber lips. I'm just kidding. You know, no. So that's one answer. Yeah, that's a good answer. Somebody else, please. I want people to think.
They can
Technicals,
split.
technicals are boring in Amazon. The internals are boring. Okay. They're not telling me anything. They're actually telling me down a little bit. Nothing crashed, but down. What else can they do to spice up their stock?
Split.
Huh?
10 to
guys.
1 split.
Mr. Stoner, can you speak a little bit like clearer so I can hear you? Because your answer is right.
Split.
They can do what?
Split.
Yes! They can split. Who's that, Kevin?
I said that.
Who is this, Kevin?
No, I said that.
I can't even understand you, what you're saying. What's your name? Okay, whatever your friggin' name is, you better sign up, okay? Because I'd like to hear you when you're less stoned. I'm serious, because you're smart. John said, what's a Fibonacci? What's a Fibonacci? It's a nice sub in New York City on the next to Times Square. Fibonacci, love it. All right, yes, they can split, or they spin off. This is the third part. This is where my brain comes in. Amazon can spin off the AWS division, okay, which is their ultimate moneymaker, Amazon Web Services. So aside from that, the stock is in a range. Next stock, please.
Vuzi.
VUZI.
Yeah.
Okay, don't trade this. Holy shit. I don't trade this stock, but look at this crap. That is an unbelievable chart.
Look at the all-time.
Okay, I gotta do it. Who is this? Who's asking this?
Ryan.
Brian, man, join us, man. I love these ideas.
10-year.
10-year. Teddy, it's gone well past. So what is Woozy? It's a video thing.
They make AR glasses.
Oh, no shit, man. This is the ultimate technical chart. I have nothing to say. This stock, I have no idea where it's going. I can draw a couple of... This is wow. What the hell were you telling us at Woozy at like $5, man?
That's
Okay.
my bad.
I know. It's my bad that I didn't hear from you. It's my fault. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful chart. So Fibonacci says 2578. Just from a pure technical level. 9, here's a range breakout. 10, 0. Oh shit, 0. $1. So that's $10, $9, 9 plus thing, 19, at least 20, and then 25. Amazing. But high momentum stock, be careful about, some hedge funds or whatever, like dumping it. So that's only risk.
Thank you.
That's the only risk. Otherwise, let me draw one more line for you. So we keep our emotions aside and look at it on a technical level. Shit, man, none of my lines actually even matter because this is nuts. Did you make some money on this?
I have some.
Some? Okay. Just be careful on the dumpage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, I would be a buyer on the stock at $13 like no one's business because I missed out on this move. But like I always say, and I always tell myself and all my traders, it is not where it's coming from. It's where it's going. That applies to all your lives too. It doesn't matter that it came from 4. So what do traders say? Oh, I missed it. No. Look at these candles. There are billions and billions of dollars going in, except the volume is actually coming down a little bit. So a pullback is welcome. So if you're up a lot on it, take some money down, wait for a pullback. But never underestimate the power of a stock like this and many other stocks. Just because they came from 4, oh, they're really overpriced. Why? In your freaking head? It's where they're going. And technically, it's going to 20 and 25. Next stock, please. Red line. Anybody? Because it's almost 10 o'clock, baby.
I mean, I know you said
CCW.
CCI.
One person, please. One person at a time. Go ahead.
I said, I know you said CCIV was a risky stock, but it jumped up crazy. I'm up like 160% on
Which one?
CCIV.
Oh, CCIV, I didn't even cover. CCIV, I know.
Yeah, they just got some news of actually being part of the whole crypto thing.
CCIV, I didn't even cover. This is a chart that I drew on CCIV last week. Okay, CCIV is a SPAC. I have nothing wrong to say. This is big money in play. All right. My question on CCIV, the best case scenario is 45 bucks right here. Okay. I like stocks which are, this is fine. One of my best traders, Leah, is in CCIV. This is fine. And look at CCIV on a weekly. Beautiful. Big money going in. Volume easing. Volume easing. Remember one thing. Sometimes in life, if you're up a lot on something, don't get frigging in love with it. Take money off the table. Buy some options on it. Pull your stock down. You fall in love with the stock, you're done. You're done. Never fall in love with something. Like it. Like it. Date it. Bumble it. I don't care. All right? Just move on. This is a good looking chart. So what does my chart say? 45 to 50. You can get there. I don't even have my main screen on so to show all the other things, but it's all on my real-time Twitter feed. I want all of you to sign up as members. Gold members are fine. Don't do the free trial crap because that's like stupid. Stay with us for a month or two. All right? See what we do. See how we move. We dance around the markets when things. Remember, everyone's a freaking genius when the markets are going higher. Everyone's a genius. And then they all freak out. Exactly. Now, NVIDIA's coming on February 24th, right, Paul?
Right.
NVIDIA got hit with a little slack on Friday because apparently Qualcomm and a couple of other chip companies are complaining to the Biden, complained to the government that NVIDIA's acquisition of ARM Holdings, which is a Dutch, Holland-based ultimate chip designer, is going to be monopolistic. Now, what does that mean in simple English? It simply means that NVIDIA is going to get too big to handle. Fuck that shit. I think ARM Holdings is going to go in. Looking at this chart, you're good for 650, 663. We've already made money on NVIDIA very nicely. Very nicely. I'm still long NVIDIA, even though down for Friday, because we moved the options up to 630 calls. Okay, so let me just pull this in. Ah, wow. There is nothing in this picture that tells me that NVIDIA is going to crash and burn. I am all in NVIDIA, but as a trader, I don't put all in NVIDIA. I have a small amount of options. The options are pretty cheap. They're around like after I bought them around $9, I think, and they're down around 5.5, whatever. I'll buy more. I
Hey, Frank,
stock is good for 650. Yes.
check out the weekly because the MACD hasn't even crossed bullish yet, and it's about to.
This is the weekly. This
Okay,
is the
yeah.
weekly. And
I just think, if I just one quick
by the
comment.
way, here's the other thing.
Yeah.
They had that crap about, you saw the news, right? Microsoft and Qualcomm and stuff fighting NVIDIA for, they complained to the government. You saw the news, right, on Friday? That's
Yeah, the thing what I think about that though is like it didn't even go up when they announced the ARM proposition, so it's not even built into the price to begin with.
I'm just saying that's the reason why the stock pulled back. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like some headline, whatever.
Technical, yeah, exactly. Technicals, but I don't like American companies fighting American companies. So I'm just saying, what I'm saying? American companies have more sway about the government. Qualcomm comes over and complains like a biatch. Oops, sorry. Someone don't get offended. About NVIDIA. Why? Because they're better than Qualcomm? Exactly. This is beautiful. Stochastics are beautiful. Technicals are, and all of you Tilray people still awake, please look at these charts. Okay, this is nice. And this is about to cross. So I am completely on NVIDIA. I'm not saying the stock's going to go up a gazillion points, but even if it goes up 20, 30 points, which we already have made money on all the way from down here, from 500, 520, I'm on with it. Nandu, what chart would you like to see, Mr. Nandu? Nandu, can you hear us? JC, he says I'm a genius.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Just come
Yeah,
back.
go ahead. What stock are you in that you'd like to see? Quickly.
Actually, I care more about the SPY. You already explained. Yeah.
I didn't understand what you said. Which one?
I said just SPY, but you already did.
Okay, SPY. Good one. Okay. SPY, this is the weekly chart, which has been drawn well before. And my traders, I have a lot of traders who only trade SPX and SPY, IWM and QQQ. They don't trade my stocks. They just trade my charts. If you look at this chart, my friend, upper end of the SPY is showing 400.52. Okay, purely from a technical basis. There is absolutely nothing. But once it gets to the 400 level, Nandu, you should expect to see a pullback, which is natural. But you can still play it up there till the end of the month. And actually till the end of the week, which is monthly options expiration, which is generally a bullish event for a couple of days going into Friday.
Okay. Actually, can you also do IWM?
IWM,
Yeah.
I will tell you, I am the first idiot. I used to play it for months and months, and I haven't played it for the last 2 months. I'm a total idiot. It is on a complete technical breakout. Like these charts were drawn like many, many months ago. IWM literally can go to 280. This is the hottest chart in the business, and I have to get involved in it. And thank you for mentioning that to me. Now, IWM, the reason IWM is going up because it is small cap US-based businesses. And the stimulus plan and everything that Biden is doing is helping US business on a small scale level. On top of that, the whole vaccine situation is getting better. In fact, this weekend, what I heard on the news, on different sources, that we had the lowest death count ever, thank God, on the COVID-19 situation. And that is huge. So IWM is a huge beneficiary of that, Nandu, okay?
Okay.
Yep. So this is to do with the domestic US economy. Where do you live? What state?
Me? Seattle.
Seattle, all the way up north, right?
Yeah.
Good. So you should know it. This is an unbelievable chart. I'm going to show you one more picture. If you are do you trade options on IWM?
Yes.
Okay. So options wise, the first level of contact is 234, which is still big money. And I'll be the first one to say it. I've been an idiot. We've been doing very well on the other side. And I look at IWM, look at these channels. This is nothing but higher. Nothing but higher. Even in between little pullbacks here and there. Nothing but higher. Russell 2000, made in USA. That's what I used to say.
Okay.
So that's your answer. Anyone else? Lay it down because I gotta get my beauty sleep, baby.
DPW.
Which one?
DPW.
Yeah, I looked at it the other day. DPW is All Global Holdings. What does it do?
It's a Bitcoin play.
It's a Bitcoin play. Nice. Chart looks fine. I'm simply looking at the supply zones where they came in to sell hard without knowing anything about this company. I'd be looking at 6.5. Nothing too exciting from 566 to 6.5. This is your daily chart. Unless you know something more, if it breaks over this level, the next level of contact will be 738. And of course, 1094 was the euphoria when it first started. So what does it exactly do? It's a Bitcoin play in what? I'm just asking. What do they do? There's lots of Bitcoin plays. Are they a miner? Are they a software thing? Like, what is it? Okay. No answer. Mara, this thing is out of control. We've been playing it here and there, but honestly, I should just buy this friggin' thing and hold it because Mara is good for literally 73 bucks. Okay, Marathon Patent Group, Bitcoin miner. Next one is Riot. I still remember the Riot CEO, this Indian guy. He came on and he said, "Oh, we're gonna go a lot higher." It's like, what? This was like 2 years ago. We were making money on it, all right, because the stock was running. And look at this stock right now. This, honestly, on a weekly basis, it's out of control. Now, can somebody tell me why some of these stocks are going so much higher? What's the whole thing behind it aside from Bitcoin? Why? Square is my baby. Square is a $334 stock adjusted for tonight. Look at this. Can somebody tell me why some of these small cap Bitcoin companies like DPW, like our friend said that today, MARA, SOS, Riot, BTSC, which are the penny stock plays, you know,
Could it be expiration?
why are these
Like option expiration?
Well, let me ask you all a simple question before we leave tonight. Why is Bitcoin going higher? Well, like the real reason why Bitcoin is going higher, aside from institutions and everyone getting excited about it.
Inflation.
Nah.
Fear of missing out.
That's a good reason. That's an emotional reason. I want to hear the real reason.
There's
I
more
know
common
that.
people investing.
That's a good reason. If you stay with Clueless Trading, you know the answer. Why does a stock go higher or an asset class go higher?
FOMO?
Huh? Yeah, but you
FOMO?
guys are all giving us
FOMO?
the fear of missing out, like, you know, this and that. But why does a commodity go higher? Any of you real estate brokers? Any of you deal with real estate?
Sounds like you're leading to supply and demand.
Supply and
Yeah.
demand.
Now we're getting closer.
I'm just a
But
gambler.
what is happening with supply?
There's no supply in the housing market.
Right. And demand is very high. Very simple. Like I said, if somebody stopped me in the street and said, "Why is Bitcoin going higher?" I look at the guy and say, "Because your grandma loves you." He'd be like, what? No, Bitcoin's going higher because there is very tight supply. Bitcoin is a very digital commodity. Nobody understands it. At certain points, it's half. There's a half-life on it. These are like all
Isn't
physics.
it every 5 years?
Okay? Yeah, exactly. So there was a half-life like a few months ago. It was bound to go higher. There's only like, I don't have the direct number in my head. There's only like 22 million or 22 billion Bitcoins out there. So when you have just like a stock like GameStop, there was not enough stock out there. And they were shorting the hell out of it. And we were long on it till 8 to 10. If only me, as an idiot, knew that. I didn't even know what the fucking short float was. And we were telling people to buy it, pushing them harder and harder. Listen to my videos. 8, 10, 12 bucks. Went up to 40. Out. It goes to 500. Because the float on Bitcoin is so tight. And everybody and their grandma wants it. Grandma sitting at nursing home, God bless her soul, I want a Bitcoin. Because all the TVs are saying Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Of course, you have to look at Ethereum, you have to look at Litecoin, you have to look at Doge, all that stuff. Doge is a joke. Doesn't matter. It's still going higher. Okay? I love dogs. Dog E. So all of a sudden it becomes very French. Doge. Yeah, very funny. Okay, exactly. And all of you said the right answers. There is very tight supply. And unless you mine more Bitcoin, just a stock with a very tight float can move up very fast. You know, you wake up in the morning, you watch NBC, and you see some of these biotech stocks up like 300%. Like, what the fuck? What was I in there? Because there's no float, and everybody wants it because they maybe found a cure for skin cancer. So that's the reason I like playing the back end of Bitcoin and digital currencies. Square being the sugar daddy of all. Beautiful. Buy the 325 calls going into March and April, you know, or the shorter term calls. I don't care. Look at this chart. Massive multi-year breakout, multi-month breakout. PayPal is another one. I don't play PayPal, even though all my members are PayPal Merchant Services is my, you know, that's my clearing service. Somebody said, why don't you freaking PayPal? Because I'm an idiot. And when all of you join tonight, which all of you should, okay, it goes through PayPal Merchant Services. But I believe Square has more capacity because of who owns Cash App? PayPal, right? I mean, sorry, Square. Venmo, the whole works. PayPal's beautiful. I like Square more. Okay, I like SOS. Chinese ADR, just starting the business, just getting noticed, and let Reddit get into it. We might get a GME type of move for all I know. Hello, just started. Just started. Let me see. One sec. We told people to buy it around 450, 440, 460. They did a secondary and the stock went up. That is big. That is big. Look at the volume on the day that they issued more shares. But it was a direct offering, not a public offering. It's a technical term. A direct offering is something which doesn't dilute the stock. 12. More. Let me show you guys. Monthly. Shit. It was 128 and 6. I have no idea if that number is real. Okay. Like, you want to go really nuts on it, you know, like they do on stock twits and this and that. I would say Oh, that's a 50-day moving average. Shit, I'm trying to move that 50-day move. $22. Hello, 7 to 22 on the calls and the stock. I leave it to you. I leave it to you. So that's all I got to say. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It's 10:18 p.m. This was probably one of the funnest webinars
Can you
I've
look at
done.
IQ?
Which one, sir?
AMD.
IQ.
Somebody said AMD. So let me look at AMD because that's Paul's favorite. Beautiful play. Chip shortage. Car companies can't even frigging do their thing. But remember one thing about AMD. See, this is the truth. The facts, not the fiction that you get at Clueless A Trading. AMD is a terrific company, but it will never move $10, $15 in one day. So if you want fast money, this is not your stock. You want slow, fast growing money, this is your stock. 99.17, it was the previous high, 99.23. Best case scenario, 114. But do not expect AMD unless they get a buyout offer, which they might. Believe it or not, from whom? Apple. Exactly. Okay. Sexy stock, but don't expect like fireworks. Options move slowly but surely. But it is a real trader stock. But if you want real excitement, few bucks, fine. AMD's there for you. At some point, AMD is going to go to 130 bucks. Big shortage demand in auto part chips. AMD's in every single one of those sectors. What was the other stock I heard from somebody else?
IQ.
What? What's the symbol?
IQ.
IQ.
Oh, IQ. There's another great stock, man. You guys are coming out. These stocks I used to look at. I love it. I love you guys, man. You better all friggin' sign up tonight. I don't know if I can hire you.
Frank, but this is supposed to be the Netflix of China.
Yes, exactly. I was just going to say that. IQ, beautiful move, beautiful move. And remember, and I'm pulling up the chart, see how all the lines are drawn? Because we used to trade these babies. And I'm glad that you guys are mentioning that. Because these charts are not drawn yesterday, right? They're all drawn right. I'm just adjusting it right now. Okay, so again, Netflix or China, stock was end of December at 17.26. So let me just tell you something straight out. If you're really hardcore traders and so many of these biotalks and the cryptos are moving that fast, would you be frigging that excited for a stock that goes from 17 to 26? I would say no. But these are the type of companies that Alibaba and those monsters can buy. So looking at the range picture here, 28.90. So let's say, for example, you bought the stock or the options are $2. Somewhere here as it was breaking out. You're not that happy unless you bought a lot of options. They probably went from 2 to 3. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, I don't want answers. Just telling you straight out. Good looking chart, big resistance at 29. If it breaks above that, you're looking at 35, but you got to be patient. You want really fast money, this ain't the stock for you right now, unless they get some buying interest from the other big powerhouses in China and not from the US, because the US companies are not going to buy IQ. All right. Love you all. Go on the website, sign up as gold members, stay with us. This is just the beginning of your journey. All right. And
Thanks,
thank you
Frank.
for all the
Good
great
night.
ideas. Yes, go ahead,
Good
sir.
night, love.
Thank you, Frank.
Anytime. And I'm so happy I had such a crowd here. And Miro, welcome as a new member. You have a lot to learn, and futures right now are up frigging 25 handles. And NASDAQ futures NQ are up 85 handles. But look at my charts early in the morning. If they're that overbought, don't be stupid. If you're up a lot on something, take the money down. Don't be stupid. It is not a gap and go world. It's a gap, sell off, and then go. But
I love you.
monthly options expiration, which is Friday, 80% of the time it's an up week, but only till we get there. And remember, Wednesday is always a hump day, which means if we're up a lot tomorrow, Wednesday, there's going to be a mini pullback. Track my charts, learn how to trade, sign up for the advanced coaching sessions, and I'll tell you, it's all about the charts. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Bless you.
God bless.
I love you.